Last time on The Game Men.
There's no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us.
Among Us.
There's a positive. Fuck! Skipping! Fuck! Ah! Damn it.
You want to try that again? No?
Nope, I'll just play the fucking Among Us thing there. Ew, what? I don't remember any rule like that.
Actually,
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Alright, bloodstain. There's a fresh bloodstain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. Uh-huh. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
how that works.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Welcome back, everybody.
Heyo.
We're here trying to figure out who killed Chihiro.
So, this is our next location.
Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Are you fucking...
Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right?
Okay. Well...
I can see what Ven meant when he said Byakuya's really good at... I know everything that happened here. Makoto, explain.
Maybe this gun was used to... No, impossible. If that were true, Chihiro would be riddled with holes. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Also, that wouldn't have been a murder. That would have been the turret killed her. A surveillance camera. Even as Chihiro was being murdered, I bet the mastermind was just sitting there watching. They know what's happened, and they're still forcing us to... That's the same thing it said in the fucking room.
Yeah. I just feel like the cameras, it's always going to have you look at it for some reason.
There are a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf.
Including this bar in the way.
Yeah, which have nothing to do with the case. Oh, cool, thanks. Then... We haven't explored the boys' bathroom yet.
That's
That's
not even
what?
the scene of the crime, idiot.
Neither is this room! This room's not the scene of the crime either! I guess I talked to you again.
You could at least try to figure it out when... You could at least try and figure out where we should check... we should check without my help. Well...
Panel? If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma.
He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
did you call for me?
I'm not gonna read that
Yeah.
because he said it.
Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
Okay, Byakuya confirmed it.
Yeah.
Monokuma domesticated confirmed.
Monokuma is Byakuya's pet. Gotcha.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up?
Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correct.
So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room, and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means...
Hey Makoto, I can see right through you.
What? See right through me?
Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Fucking...
Allow
This
me
man.
to read your thoughts.
Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
Uh-huh, yes. That's
That
the only thing that
logical
makes sense.
thinking would lead you to that.
Chihiro's body didn't just put itself in the girls' locker room.
So, in other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
I mean, that makes the most sense, which also, because this is a mystery, makes me feel like that's not correct.
Such ignorance.
I
And
knew
that's
you...
exactly
Yep.
why I figured that
Yeah.
would be.
Good lord, you're simple.
But am I wrong?
You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been right in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited.
But there's nothing that says you can't just steal someone's e-handbook and go places.
Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine.
Exactly. You can steal someone's e-handbook and just use it, and somehow there's not a rule against that. But letting someone use yours is wrong.
Yo! I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. So, you've managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations.
That's barely a loophole. That's
Yeah.
just, we didn't make a rule about stealing,
Yeah.
so stealing is okay.
Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. I don't have to do that part.
Nope.
You're treating me like a punny little appetizer. A puny little appetizer, not punny.
A punny little appetite.
I am very punny. Instead of the main course that I am.
Monokuma just called himself a whole snack.
He did. He in fact did. He had a lot of drunk in there.
Monokuma's like, you want to clap these cheeks, don't you?
Go ahead and do it. I've got the big balls.
No, last episode he said he doesn't have any balls.
But if he did.
He did.
Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things.
I mean, Byakuya did call the dead body an object,
Yeah.
so same.
Get it? Got it? Good.
Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it. So,
Why you?
So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. I almost read that as piss out.
did
Makoto
somebody
would
say
love
piss?
that.
Oh,
Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Fucking okay.
Well, then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together.
Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence.
criminal, what did you call me? Negligence.
No more questions. Figure out the rest on your own damn self.
That's fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties. Fucking okay. dude.
Wow. You're
So I'll fill you
stupid.
in myself. You're a fucking moron, so let me tell you what you should think.
Oh, whoops, I skipped that line.
That's fine.
The main hall.
That'll help you understand what's going on.
Nice. Card reader been added to truth bullets. Truth bullets. We came to the main hall.
So,
Oh,
what are we
so
looking here
what are
here?
we looking here for here?
Yeah.
Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself?
What the fuck else has he been saying the entire fucking time?
Well, there's not really a whole lot in this room other than the giant vault. What's this thing? There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? Huh, it's a e-handbook. No, wait, there's 3 of them, but what are they doing here?
So you finally found them.
Finally, we just got in this room. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya?
Naturally.
Yeah, seriously.
I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. Fucking okay.
Wait, it's not weird that you're just like snooping around when people are getting murdered?
It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox.
So then these 3 handbooks belong to
Junko,
Junko, Leon, and Sayaka?
Hiro keeps saying they're not dead, but you can go ahead and confirm it for yourself.
I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... Sayaka Maizono. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook.
Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier.
I mean, yeah, that's the easiest way to do... I mean, you could probably, like, pickpocket a person and take one as well, but this is way easier.
Oh, yeah.
They're just hand-delivered to you. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. Oh, are you, Makoto?
Are you?
I feel like you're 3 chapters behind Byakuya here.
It took you like 2 hours to realize, wait a minute.
Someone's
been murdered! You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been right in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine.
Yeah. And then Makoto's like, but you can only borrow something if someone gives it to you to use. Like, no. Borrowing. I see. Yeah, now I understand. Stealing is totally cool.
What?
Hold on a second.
What's wrong?
Very strange.
It's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on.
Is it broken? Whose is it?
The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up.
Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes.
Yeah, was his pummeled in the fucking baseball murder?
Right?
It just stopped working?
After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs.
Yeah, well, yep, exactly. Pummeled with baseballs.
Did you forget, Makoto?
The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. I mean, he stabbed Sayaka to death, so...
Yeah.
I mean,
to be fair,
she wanted to stab him to death, so... You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey!
Oh, what?
That e-handbook is essential to the student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal.
I see that.
There's no way it would break that easily.
It wouldn't break that easily getting pummeled by, like, baseballs flying at, like, 90 miles per hour. Like 1,000 times.
What the fuck are these things made of, then?
But it did.
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't f***ing break.
But it's broken.
It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof to up to 100 meters, okay?
Well, I assume the pool of this place is not a whole football field deep.
Yeah.
You know, considering it's on the 2nd floor. And also, I don't think any pool is that deep.
Yeah. I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with. It wouldn't do that. It wouldn't do crap. Oh, but, even my amazing handbook does have one single weak spot.
It does.
I can't hear you.
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow, without realizing what its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be?
Oh, and leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Makoto, you couldn't turn anything on if you tried.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now.
You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Considering it's a thing that's happening during this chapter, it's relevant to the case.
Okay,
I don't
then.
care what you say, Byakuya.
Right. Okay then. This should be enough to get things rolling. Rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit.
But we already began the investigation, like, a while ago. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro.
To be exact, not quite.
Huh? Not quite. Fuck you mean? No, we don't need to figure out who killed Chihiro. We gotta... Okay, that's not important. I probably gotta just talk to him. What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite.
Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of the Genocide Jack. The Genocide Jack.
Then you really think... You surely believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case.
That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right? Yeah! That's what we've said like 4 times.
What?
Genocide Jack is the serial killer. Is
Nobody
Genocide
else
Jack the serial killer?
They fly now? Fuck that movie. There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer?
Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people. That's a lot for a serial killer.
Fucking hell, yeah.
I think even the most, like, deadliest of all serial killers has, like, less than 100 kills. Not thousands. And if one person was going around and killed thousands of people, that's like... I mean, I guess that's why they would be labeled Genocide Jack.
But I mean, like, Jack the Ripper didn't kill that many people.
Yeah. The most predominant serial killers of all time don't have thousands. Because thousands implies more than 1,000. And even 1,000 kills is a lot.
Yeah.
But that's just gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that?
You're not wrong to wonder.
But words mean little right now.
Why does that sound wrong being said by Makoto?
But words mean little right now. Yeah,
I don't know why. It just doesn't sound like something he should say.
Yeah.
I have something that will prove it. And I can show you. Then he pulled down his pants.
He's pulling his cock out!
What do you mean by that? Oh, fuck, no! I figured I had to talk to him more because it sounded like that was more to that conversation. What do you mean? Oh, other camera, machine gun. A surveillance camera with a gun. It's so chilling. Am I done here? I gotta look at the other one too. Probably gotta look at this monitor.
Right.
This one has, this is how it's school's crest, a black square. Fuck, I don't care. I tried.
That's a t-shirt for us, Mason.
What, fuck, I don't care?
No.
What?
No, the this is the blue crest,
Yeah.
black square.
I looked at everything! I literally looked at everything!
Is that like a keypad thing there? Maybe that? Nope.
No, I looked at this already. There's a mailbox inside. Yeah, I know. We already did the thing. Nope.
The trophy case?
No, you can't look at the trophy case. I looked at that already.
What the fuck are we supposed to look at?
Do I just talk to Byakuya again? No.
make me repeat
I
myself.
already did this. I already did this whole conversation. And he's like, I can show you the proof I have that fucking I sort of know who the Genocide Jack is.
Is it?
Hold on, there's still more here waiting to be checked.
Is there?
There's not,
Is there, though?
But there's not. Isn't there a thing that, like, you push a button and it shows you all the things that can be
I
checked?
think so.
Help? Press the Y button to observe the room you're in. Okay, already looked at all of those.
I'm pretty sure we looked at everything then.
The fuck? I don't know. I
don't
I
understand.
actively don't know what's going on.
Nothing else lets you highlight it even.
Yeah. Game? Hello? Hello? I need help. I don't see any clues around here. Really? Is that? No fucking
Don't make
butts, dude.
Wait.
Huh.
There was another, like, pink highlighted
Was
piece
there?
of dialogue. Yeah, after the Genocide Jack one.
Oh my god, is it really that I just have to, like, ignore that part?
Yep.
Oh, fuck off! That's stupid. Is there really any proof?
There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro.
I can't wait for him to be wrong.
Right.
Evidence? Does something like that really...
Yes,
Yeah,
evidence
there's fucking-
exists.
I have no clue who's saying that.
Right?
Oh.
Oh. Hey, you two. Big trouble. Need your help.
I
Fun.
don't have time to play with you.
We're busy. Leave us
Wow.
alone.
I mean,
But it's an emergency. Emergency.
How could there be an emergency while we're in a murder
Oh,
investigation unless someone else died?
Come on, please. You gotta help me.
please.
This is a serious emergency. Please, please. You gotta help me.
Just calm down, okay, Hina?
I mean,
But it's an emergency.
An emergency? What happened?
well,
I was gonna try to do this as long as I could, but
I think there's another
cracked.
emergency happening.
There's an emergency.
Oh god.
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange.
Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her.
Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay.
Alright. I didn't expect that. Yeah, I also didn't expect the voice line there. I thought for sure he'd just say no, and that'd be the end of it.
yeah.
Okay. Come on. Hurry.
Wait for us, Hina!
Let's go.
It's like getting quieter off into the distance.
It looks like she headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely.
Oh, really? Toko's in Toko's room? You're right.
People die when they are killed.
Alright, I guess we're here. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency? I'm here. I couldn't just click on the door?
You're talking to the wrong person, you waste of space. Jesus Christ,
Oh,
man!
cool. Oh.
Oh, well,
When it put me facing this way,
yeah.
and this is all I see, you're talking to the wrong person, dumbass. She's behind me.
You guys are so slow.
I think you're just too fast.
I get that a lot. So, what's this emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her. You know, see how she was doing. When we did, it was weird.
I mean, she was weird before that.
Yeah. She refused to come out, and she kept saying things like all this weird stuff.
Weird stuff.
Yeah, like what she's into, and top or bottom. Fucking hell. We should try talking to her ourselves.
Yeah, good idea. Oh, now I can talk. Now I can knock on the door. I may as well give it a shot. Ding dong. The door swung open slowly and silently.
That was not slowly. It also didn't really swing.
The door very quickly and quietly shot open. Holy crap! An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
It was no different than when she usually opens her door.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you holding yourself up in your room.
leave me alone.
I'm surprised whenever there's actually voice dialogue.
Me too.
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
Like, emotionally open up or like the door?
Won't.
Or was there like a metaphorical
Yeah.
connection with that?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Oh. Well, that's not where I thought this was going at all.
Nope.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that?
She's been acting like this the whole time. When I rang a little while ago.
I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend.
It doesn't make any sense. Right?
I mean, I think it makes total sense. Like,
Yeah.
Toko, who we thought was like the shy, awkward girl, has schizophrenia and she's a serial killer. Makes the most sense to me.
I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door.
And how did that go?
I bruised my pelvis somehow. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it.
I mean, she probably pushed something up against the door. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door.
A murder happened. I'd be freaked out too.
Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But
No.
Whatever it is, I'm worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Maybe the person.
Maybe
she's-
the one that she's like in love with? Yo, Byakuya, can you... Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her to come out of her room, I mean?
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. Huh? You're gonna talk to her? Byakuya?
Yeah, what a dramatic character change. Byakuya didn't give a fuck about
Right.
this person. He's like, maybe
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Wow. I guess you can be nice when you wanna.
Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. Ding dong. After a few moments,
What do you want?
that's not what that says at all.
No, it's not.
Leave me alone. You're all so annoying. Bakula. Scott Bakula.
It's Byakuya.
Oh, he says that line.
Fucking...
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut.
Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off.
And she kind of stayed at the door for longer.
There's nothing else we can do. Let's just get back to the investigation.
Yeah, we're pretty much already gonna have to end the investigation for the day, almost.
Hold it!
Hold on. Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise.
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure.
But
Stop talking.
If I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay.
alright. She's just like, fine, fuck it, I guess. Sure.
I'll stay and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
I don't have
Alright.
to say it.
Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away.
He doesn't seem like the type that speeds away.
Byakuya!
He seems like the type that summons his own wind to make his jacket blow.
And I hurried to catch up.
As he slowly walks away, looking powerful.
I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library?
Come on, let's go in.
This investigation's still fucking happening.
Right?
I mean, I guess that's fair.
We do have to hit a save point before we can end, too.
Fuck, you've got a good point. The save isn't gonna happen until, like, we get through the investigation.
Yep. That's
Which means
the problem.
basically until the fucking trial.
Yeah, that was the problem with yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. We just keep going.
Yeah, we're good.
It's fine. We're only
wanna
like
cut-
we're only like a minute over anyway, so.
I mean, if you want to cut and start the next episode, we can do that.
If we cut and start the next episode, and then there's only like 10 minutes, and then the trial, and then
Good
the
point.
trial's like.
So we just
An
have to
hour.
keep going and artificially cut it if we have to, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's the if it goes investigation and then right into the trial, and we cut the episode like now.
Yeah. Okay.
Then we go from a 30-minute episode to the following episode being like an hour plus.
True. Okay.
So we'll probably just bump this one another like 10 minutes-ish.
Okay.
Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Yeah, that was basically the line,
Yeah.
but not. Oh, I have to actually look for the clue, don't I?
Yep. There's no point in checking there. We need to
Fucking, hey, I got a coin.
There is a point in looking there.
There was a point, asshole. Fuck you. Fuck me.
And that took a turn.
What fucking real clues do you want from me then? You get yell at me for looking at the camera? Nope, I get to look at that just fine. The fucking useless clue there, and I get to look at those. Fucking kill me, man. And here? If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right?
Hurry up and go inside.
Oh, cool. So all of the other shit was bullshit.
Pointless.
Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside.
Okay. I'll just follow along. Whoa, there's so many books and files.
Whoa!
As opposed to the room outside of this, which was a whole ass library. But this room's got a bunch of books in it.
And you brought a little bit of walking in there again. Whoa!
Whoa! It's so much dust too.
So, in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust.
There's so many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's in all these
that's
things?
enough.
Those documents are dangerous.
Dangerous?
Yeah, you know that Michael Jackson song, Dangerous.
Ah, alright.
They're just the lyrics to Michael Jackson songs.
They printed them out and put them in a file.
They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner.
Oh, alright. You mean, like, members of the Diet or something?
No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. So you? If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there.
You're just kidding, right?
Am I?
I'll just let it go for now. That one. This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random.
Ah, you have a sharp eye, indeed, to select that file.
Fucking okay. What?
That's right.
That's the report on the presidential assassination. The original is kept in the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now?
Yeah, totally. Like a presidential assassination conspiracy theory? That sounds cool as fuck.
There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it.
I'm in a school where the whole goal is to kill each other to get out.
Right?
I already have other people wanting to kill me.
Yep.
Without making a sound, I return the file to the shelf. Fucking hell, man. Alright, these ones, I guess. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was.
There was an extension cord plugged in there. I ran out of breath. It proved very useful while I was in the library. At what point? Which point when you were there? Because you're there a lot.
In the full artistic render of him sitting at the desk, there's an extension cord plugged into the lamp.
Yes, but he's always there.
Yeah,
so-
an extension cord. Wow, that was super exciting and worthwhile.
Yeah.
Oh, look, a lamp. It's a desk lamp. And the extension cord. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library. I don't know why he put it back in here.
Do you have a problem with that lamp?
Yeah, it's looking at me funny.
It was here before. Then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there. So I thought I'd put it to good use. On the floor?
I got a coin. Byakuya, are you fucking...
Are you in front of the book, in front of the file we're trying to look for?
There's a ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelf.
If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes.
We have watched 4 people die in front of us.
Yeah.
At this point, like...
It's the kind of thing any normal person would never want to look at. Be careful.
Again, 4 people have died. Huh? What do you mean?
All those files there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those internal documents.
Those
as we
documents.
call them.
Those are secret documents. They're called documents. Because they belong on the dark web.
For police eyes only. They're
You're not
not
a
the
cop.
kind of thing you'd expect to leak.
You're not a cop. Oh.
So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library?
So all you do is read files from like old cold cases in here?
The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here.
And you knew about this room because... What?
Interesting.
It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent?
I mean, to me it looks like a dusty old bookshelf.
Yeah.
This can't be for real, right?
For real? That's your guy's problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your perceived reality, you label it as a lie.
Yeah, just like how the Earth is round.
Fucking.
Well, it's not that. It's just, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but like, I mean, do you have any real proof that the Earth is round? I've turned him into a flat earther as
Fucking
well.
hell.
I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together?
I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps...
They're mind-controlling people into believing that the Earth is round?
Shut up, you fucking moron. God.
The Makoto hole just goes deeper into the Earth. It's fucking amazing.
Oh, man.
God, actual Danganronpa fans are gonna fucking kill me.
Oh, absolutely.
Turned him into a flat earther with a piss kink.
Oh, it's so fucking funny, though. The mastermind may have wanted to provide us. That's not prove, it's just provide.
I mean, all those letters are in the word provide. There's
Yeah.
just the word vid
Yeah.
or id
Yeah.
in there.
Wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored.
That's what the gym and the pool and all the other stuff was for. It's no use. It's no use. All right, Silver. I can't keep up with all this.
It's no use.
It's just too unreal.
What's wrong? You still can't believe it?
What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. Oh, fucking... I'm so...
I live in a place where the possible and the impossible meet. It's called the possible.
Possible.
What do you mean, usually? Usually, normal, ordinary, simple. Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything.
You don't pull your punches, do you?
Besides, what you consider unusual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think that your common sense applies to me at all?
I mean, isn't the whole thing, the phrase common sense that's like what... That's why it's common?
Yeah.
Like common knowledge is
I mean,
like
I get it.
a
He's like,
majority of knowledge?
the documents you've gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt.
Hold on, you're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why...
My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty.
We pay our servants to dust these books all the time.
Well, sometimes.
Huh? We sometimes pay our servants. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic.
How is that possible?
So, in other words,
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows.
Yes, we all know about the shadow government.
My family is a member of that council.
Not surprised there.
And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will.
If you survive.
Fucking he is Kaiba.
Yeah, seriously.
But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world, backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing.
The real thing.
The real deal. Real steel.
This is beyond believing or not believing.
Don't stop believing.
Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind.
And what always interested me the most were the odd cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little.
You were reading police reports as a child?
I'm not surprised, look at him.
Fair.
It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports.
Wow.
And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case.
As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
Right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack case has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points.
Otherwise, we're gonna be here a long-ass time because you're stupid, Makoto.
Try not to piss yourself.
Shit's about to get crazy.
Poor choice of words.
Fuck yeah.
To begin, there are two multiple characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way.
Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body's suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro.
Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, no one in the media ever found out.
Huh?
In other words, no one on the news, no one hotline, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim.
Poor choice of words.
Yeah. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse,
Thanks for another flash of the body.
her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. Again, poor choice of words.
So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question.
Unless the killer's Genocide Jack, that makes sense, sort of.
But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So, in other words,
The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack.
Ugh.
in other words,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us.
Then Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer, really is walking around among us?
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think that it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out is not a term I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, that's an odd one.
You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Do they mean like weasel out?
Yeah.
That sounds like that's more common to say something like weaseled out, but that's
Yeah.
also more like to slip out of something,
Yeah.
not to sniff out a clue would make more sense.
Yeah.
Such ignorance.